everyone, it's Sharana from Pay Your Weight, and today I'm going to be reviewing Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 2, Game of Thrones 69. I was like, is this supposed to really be the name of the episode? But okay, that's what Hulu was telling me, and that's what I'm going to go with. We have a lot to unpack here. So, Bran said, I was waiting for you at the door, okay? He said, I was waiting for you. I was ready. I'm waiting on an old friend. That old friend was Jaime. Jaime was shook. I was shook. Bran was shook. And so we see that Jaime has to come before everyone and basically explain to them what the hell Cersei has done. Because Dany sent up here to Khaleesi hey, I thought your sister was coming to help us out. I don't see your sister. I don't see no soldiers, no ship, no nothing. Where is Cersei? And so basically Jaime told her that hey, she ain't coming. She's basically waiting on y'all to die so then she can basically claim the throne for herself. And so Dany was telling her, I know a story on how my brother used to tell me about how this guy stabbed my dad from his back and then sat on the throne and watched him die. And I was like, damn, Jaime, I'm sitting here and talking about how you threw Bran off the little thing. I forgot you killed Khaleesi daddy, because that's how you got the Kingslayer name. So she was just like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay. And so Tyrion takes up for him. And then she was like, she was like, Jaime's going to do what he said he's going to do. And then she was like, just like your sister. And I was like, ooh, yeah. Tyrion, you're probably not the best one to be sticking up for Jaime at this point in time. But guess who did stick up for him? Jaime's little boo thing. Okay. Lady Brienne. Okay, Brienne, go ahead and take up for your man. So she take up for Jaime. I'm like, we know that this is like a little triangle between her, Jaime, and Tormund. But she took up for her man, y'all. And so then and basically Sansa was like, okay, well, if Brienne rocking with him, then I'm gonna rock with him too, okay? We need all the people that we can get. And so Dany was like, oh, well, Jon, what is the Warden of the North thinking? He was like, we need the people. So she's basically overruling and she's feeling a certain type of way, which she probably should, because Sansa don't like your ass. So afterwards, we see that Dany basically goes off on Tyrion. She was just like, you need to get it together because you've been making mistake after mistake after mistake. And the only reason I made you my hand was because you're supposed to be clever. And right now, you're not doing what I need you to do, okay? And so basically, Tyrion well, shoot, y'all might be wearing this sooner than y'all think y'all will, because I might not make it. So we see that Arya is staring at her little man in the distance, staring at Gendry, okay, while he making the little stuff. And so then she come up like, hey, where's my weapon? How you making all these other people weapons before mine? And he was like, aren't you going to be in the crypts? And she was like, no, I will be fighting. And so she had to show off a little bit. So she started throwing little knives and stuff like that. And then he looked like, okay, cutie. That's not what he said, but I mean, that's how he was looking at her like, oh, okay, well, excuse the hell out of me. And then she was like, now chop, chop, get to my weapon, okay? Get my weapon done. So I was like, okay, I see y'all was feeling those sparks from the first episode to to this episode. And then we're going to talk about what happened later, but we're not going to talk about that right now because I just want to make sure I stay in order so I can keep my mind together, okay? So after this, then Jaime goes to apologize to Bran. I mean, at this point, what you apologizing for? How long ago was that? Don't apologize now. So he goes to apologize to him. But can we get back to when Bran told him in the court, he was like, the things people do for love. I said, bitch, you better. For those of you guys that don't know, in the first episode, before he pushed Bran, that's when he looked at Cersei and said, oh, the things that we do for love, and then pushed Bran out. I was like, Bran, you better bring it back full circle, okay? Because that's what I'm here for. So after that happens, he apologized to him. He was like, why didn't you tell them what happened, that I was going to kill you? He's like, I mean, we need people to fight, so you're not going to be of any use to me if you're dead, because clearly they're going to kill you if I tell them what happened. So after all of this, Jorah goes to speak to Dany, because Khaleesi, Dany, I just like calling her Dany. So he goes to talk to her and just like, hey, you need to forgive Tyrion because he is smart and he knows what he's doing. He's not going to do anything to lead you astray. She was like, bruh, he took your job. You don't even like Tyrion. He was like, no, I don't. But you should forgive him. And so she then goes to talk to Sansa because clearly they're having tension. And she was like, hey, I just sense a lot of tension, you know, and then, you know, they started talking about Cersei a little bit, and then Sansa was like, I don't know why you trust Cersei either. Like, it's not just on Tyrion. Like, he's a good man. But, like, you shouldn't trust her either. Like, why did any of you guys trust her? And so she was just like, hey, look, I love your brother. And she was just like, look, it's not about that. It's just men do dumb things when they're in love. And I was like, yes, Sansa, like, please tell her. And then she was like, I know that they can be easily manipulated. And she was like, girl, I manipulated him. I got my warm ass mother of dragons, fire breathing dragons. I done brought my kids down here, my people down here. Like, I got my black friends cold and stuff, because, you know, Grey Worm and Missandei, they're not having a good time either, okay? So you think I came down here to manipulate him? Who's manipulating who? I'm up here in Winterfell with you guys right now. But Sansa was like, okay, that's fine. But, let's get one thing straight, okay? So when you get your Iron Throne and all of that, because I don't want that anyway, what happens to the North? And then she was like, because we said we lost Winterfell and we took that ish back, and we said we will never bend another knee to anybody, even if that is you too, boo-boo. So what you gonna do? What you doing in Winterfell? What are you gonna do with the North, huh? But before we can get an answer, because you saw that Dany quickly took her hand away, like, bitch, I wasn't saying that about giving y'all the North back. But she took her hand away. They got interrupted, so we had to do a to be continued for that one. So we see that everyone, they called Dany out because Theon has come back. So she asks about his sister, and she says, he says his sister sailed back home, and he wants to stay here and fight for Winterfell. And then him and Sansa have this like sweet embrace. And I know that we're supposed to feel all sorry for Theon, but he still bothers me after they took him in and what he did. I don't care all the bad stuff that has happened to him. He still ain't ish. But I guess Sansa was okay. She gave him a hug because he did help her, so I understand. But yeah, so there was another reunion amongst them. But then we kind of cut to kind of the courtyard where we see that the guys are like, hey, we're not soldiers. Like, he's like, yes, but we need everyone we can get. And then we see this cute little girl who reminds him of, what is her name? Sienna? I can't remember what her name is. But he sees her, Shireen. Shireen is her name. So he sees a little girl. She has a scar like Shireen. Baratheon did. You know that they killed her. Disrespectful. And so I thought I was like, yes to all this like girl power in this episode. This little girl said, I am ready to fight. I am ready to defend. Okay, I am a soldier too. I said, you do your thing, girl. I see you. Go ahead and stand up to these little White Walkers. So they have a cute little moment. And so then we see that Tormund comes back, okay? He came back just in time to see his little girl and stuff, Brienne. And so he came back, and him and Jon embrace. And so everyone catches up, and they're like, hey, you guys have until the morning because they're almost here. They will be here by the time you wake up tomorrow. So they're trying to get everything together. And so basically, they had this little meeting, and then Tormund's like, we all finna die. And Brienne was like, no, Tormund was like, we gonna die together. And then Brienne was like, I ain't finna die with you because I'm worried about my man Jaime. And we saw that Jaime went to go ask Brienne, could he serve under her? And she was like, why you haven't said nothing crazy? And then, you know, she tried to like deflect and stuff and act like she don't like him, but I felt that tension, and y'all know that y'all felt that tension too. But Tormund said, no, I'm here for my boo thing. Forget you, Jaime. So we see that they come up with this plan, and so the best course of action, because they are outnumbered and they know that pretty much all of them are going to die, is that they need to kill the Night King. They don't know that if they kill him that will stop everyone, but that's the best case scenario. So Bran volunteers and says, hey, he's gonna come for me because he already came for me once before. And so he just says, like, use me as bait and I will be waiting out for him. Theon offers to protect him, and so that's pretty much the plan they're sticking with. It sounded real depressing, but I was just like, I mean, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do. I mean, just you know, get it done or die trying at this point. Also too, so no, I'm gonna wait for that. So Grey Worm and Missandei, you know, she's like, hey, little girls. And then they looking at her like, bitch, who is you? I was like, they racist in the North? Like, when it's supposed to be reversed? But okay. So they ain't really messing with her. And so she's feeling down, and then she see her boo thing, Grey Worm. And then he basically say like, girl, I know that we out here for our queen, okay? And so I'm gonna make sure that she gets her little throne or whatnot. But when I'm done, okay, we need to go back to the sun, to the sunshine where it's warm, because we're not doing this cold. I don't like the cold. You don't like the cold. She said, I want to go to the beach. I said, baby, you can have, he said, you can have whatever you want, girl. And that's not what he said. But yeah, and so they embraced. I was just like, I love those two. Even though everybody else being racist towards them, y'all just take care of y'all queen, okay? Some good gonna come for this, okay? He bet, Grey Worm bet not die, or I'm gonna have some problems. So we see that Sam was having a discussion with John and them, and Sam was basically like, y'all gonna put some respect on my name, because last time I checked out in these streets, y'all didn't even know how to kill these White Walkers until who did it? Who did it? Call on me real quick, call on me real quick. Yes, it was me, it was I, Sam, who killed the first White Walker before any of you guys knew that they were still alive, for any of y'all knew how to kill them. You would not have been able to do that without moi, okay? So I will be fighting. Stop trying to tell me that I'm not man enough to fight or whatnot. And then we see that, like, Ghost is alive, the dire wolf, but I don't think, like, no one, Johnny make no big deal about it. I was like, y'all, like, seriously, like, Ghost is alive. Like, this is supposed to be a big deal, but John just acting like it's, like, normal. So I guess maybe there is a reunion off screen or whatnot. Who knows? So we're kind of getting to the nighttime. This is like everyone's last night before battle, aka before everyone dies. So, you know, everybody's trying to figure out how they're gonna spend their last nights. So we see that Jamie and Tyrion, they like talking and catching up and stuff. And then like Brienne and all these people, Torment, everybody come in. Why was Torment flexing those? I said, sir, I know you're trying to get your girl, but you was doing way too much. But when Jamie knighted Brienne, I said, Lord, she's been deserved this, okay? There is no one more deserving than Brienne, okay? But why did like punk ass Jamie have to be the one to do it? Even though, I mean, I guess it's good for her because that's her man sent up her, you know. But I was just like, Jamie, of all people, like we couldn't get nobody else. Like, please, thank you. But yeah, I was like, Brienne, you gonna make me cry, girl, because you deserve that. You're more deserving than anyone else. And so I'm just happy to see you win, to see you shine, okay, before you die. Because all of y'all are pretty much dying because you saw that army at the end of the episode. So, wow, they're doing everything that they're doing. Oh, also, too, Torment, I want a man like Torment who will stand up there and clap for my girl, okay? I want somebody to clap for me like that, be happy for me like that, and not care how they look in front of everybody else, because that's what Torment was doing for Brienne, and I was here for every single moment of it. But we got to talk about Arya, because Arya went out like I would have went out, like everybody else should have been going out. Y'all should have been getting y'all some, okay? So Arya come up like, well, how many women have you been with? Give me a number. How many, okay? And she said, look, we're probably going to die tomorrow. So guess what? I'm going to get me some dick. Okay, that's basically what she said. She didn't say it like that, but basically she said, I'm going to get me some dick tonight, okay? So take off your clothes, because I don't have time to take off your clothes. I got to take off all of these damn clothes. And then he saw like the little scars and stuff that he had. She's like, look, I ain't the Red Witch, okay? Because he's talking about like what she did to him. She was like, look, take off your clothes. Let's get this done, okay? And when I say she put it on him, she put him on him so much that he fell asleep. He was knocked out. He had that good, make you want to knock out, roll your eyes to the back of your head, and then come back, okay? That's how good she put it on him. Yes, Arya. I felt a little weird at first because, like, we watched her since she was a little kid. And so to see her get naked, I was just like, oh, my God, this is child pornography. But I guess not, because she a grown woman, and she got her some dick. So I'm happy for you, Arya. You are the MVP of the episode. You went out how everybody else should have went out. Really, Brienne, after you got you should have just went ahead and had a threesome with Torment and Jamie. Like, I wouldn't even been mad at you. Why do you have to choose? Yeah, dying tomorrow. Get you all your dicks, okay? Yes. So, I'm trying to think whatever else happened. Sorry for being vulgar and saying dick, but I mean, get you some dick. So, I'm trying to think that I missed anything else. We saw this Tamsin and Theon. They were hanging out, and so then Lyanna, another one. She said, look, I swore to protect Winterfell, so I will be fighting. Don't tell me to go to Nynaeve Crypt. I will be on the battlefield fighting with everybody else, okay? I wish you good fortune. Good day. Bye-bye. I will be fighting. Thank you. I was like, yes, I stand for all these strong women in this episode. I was so here for it. But we get to the end, okay? Jon is gonna tell Dany what is going on, because you saw he was looking at her like, damn, he been walking around looking at her crazy like, damn, I didn't smash my damn auntie. What is going on in the world? So he looking crazy. Dany looking like, why is he tripping this whole episode? And so he's staring at a statue of now his mother. And so he basically tells Dany, look, I'm the last male heir. She was like, well, that would make you the rightful, you have a claim to the Iron Throne. I was like, girl, you worry about this throne? You just smashed your nephew. You smashed your nephew, ma'am. Like, why are you worried about the wrong things? That I really don't understand why we're doing this right now. But okay, so yeah. So they find out, clearly Dany's gonna try to figure out how to kill Jon, because she was looking like, she like, it went through her mind. She's like, so I just fucked my nephew. Okay, yeah. Okay, this nigga gotta go. She said he gotta go. That's how she looking. But then they get to hear the little horn, and then we see that the White Walkers have come. They're right on the outskirts of Winterfell. Ish is about to go down. People are about to die. It's about to go down. This is what we've been waiting for, you guys, okay? This is the fight that we have all been waiting for. What is going to happen? Are they going to take out the White Walker King? The Night King? I don't know, but I am ready for next week, because I have to say, even though a lot happened, it really felt like a filler episode overall. I know that we had to get all of these people together again to have, I guess they wanted us to enjoy one last night before everyone starts dying for the rest of the season, but I wanted a little bit more. Or maybe they should have just combined both of these episodes for like the first episode and then got to the nitty gritty for the rest of the season. But what can you do? They just wanted to give us one more happy moment with everyone before they're basically like blown away or wake up dead and fight everybody. I don't know, but Arya got some dick, y'all. That's all that matters. From the whole episode, what do you need to know? Arya got her some dick, and that's all that matters in the world today. And Brienne is a mother effing knight. Boom. That's it. Those are my thoughts on Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 2. Game of Thrones 69, and they saying 69 because of Gendry and Art. I don't know. But as always, my name is Sharona from Pay Your Weights. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and make sure you hit that notification bell. And I will see you soon.